Os. Today, we're not talking about attack. We're talking about what allows you to survive and hold your ground in the exchange. In karate, the strike is often glorified. Speed. Power. The final impact. But in a real fight, the one who strikes without a solid defense is just gambling on luck. Gedan Barai is usually presented as a basic move. A kihon formality. Almost automatic. Taught from the very first classes. Then rarely explored in depth. And yet, in the hands of an experienced practitioner, Gedan Barai is not a simple block. It's a dynamic shield. A technique capable of absorbing a violent attack, deflecting it off its trajectory, and destroying the opponent's balance in a fraction of a second. Today, we're going to understand why Gedan Barai doesn't try to stop force, but to redirect it intelligently. Why it literally roots you into the ground, while keeping you free to counter at any moment. And how it protects far more than you think. We raise the shield. Welcome to Shotokan Lab. In this series, we're diving deep together into the hidden biomechanics of Shotokan karate. No myths. No mysticism. Here, we're chasing the real, what the body actually does, what truly generates the power, speed, and precision in our techniques. We'll analyze, break down, and even test, to scientifically understand the movements we've been practicing for decades. Why do they work so well? How can we optimize every single motion to become more effective, stronger, and more aware of our own body? Shotokan is an ancient art, but its physical logic is incredibly modern. Ready to rediscover your karate from a whole new angle? Then, let's get started. Chapter 1, The Deflection Principle. In traditional karate, the word yuke doesn't mean to block. It means to receive, to welcome, to respond. That's a fundamental nuance. And Gedan Barai is the perfect example. A rigid block absorbs a large part of the impact. It's mechanically costly, energetically inefficient, and risky for the body. Gedan Barai works the opposite way. Its sweeping angle creates lateral deflection. The opponent's force isn't stopped. It's redirected. Most of the attack's energy is sent off axis, often against its own structure. Immediate result. The opponent's center of gravity shifts. Posture cracks. Balance becomes unstable. The attack doesn't vanish. It's emptied of its effectiveness and turned against the attacker. This mechanism relies on complete body synchronization. It's not your arm that blocks. It's your entire structure that responds. Legs drive into the ground. Hips transmit. Torso stabilizes. The arm merely guides the path. Gedan Barai isn't a wall. It's a mirror. It doesn't oppose violence. It reflects it, into the void. Chapter 2, Rooting and Stability. While your arm sweeps downward, something far more important happens. Your body drops. The center of gravity falls about 20 centimeters. In less than a second. Between 60 and 70% of your weight suddenly anchors onto the front leg. You become heavy. Dense. Stable. Hips pull back slightly. And rotate about 45 degrees. Pelvis settles. Tailbone tucks. Abs lock. Ground reaction force can reach 2 to 3 times body weight. In practice, your stance becomes compact. Immovable. Mid and low strikes bounce off. Like concrete. The back leg carries only 30 to 40% of the weight. You stay mobile. Ready to strike. Ready to advance. Beginners block with their arms. Experts block with the ground. Gedan Barai doesn't just protect. It roots you. Chapter 3, Massive Coverage. With a single Gedan Barai, the body is protected over a huge area. The arm describes a circular arc of about 120 degrees, starting from the opposite shoulder down to the hip. The protected zone extends from shoulder height down to the knee, across nearly 180 degrees in front of you. In a fraction of a second, Gedan Barai can intercept mid and low punches, mid and low kicks, knee strikes, direct groin attacks. The hikite pulls violently backward. Torso pivots. Body mass commits to the motion. The arm stops being a mere limb. It becomes the active edge of a complete defensive circle. That circle doesn't stop the attack. It swallows it. That's why Gedan Barai works so well against unpredictable, misaligned, or violently launched attacks. One single motion. One trajectory. Immense protection. A true circular shield. Conclusion. Gedan Barai is not a simple low block. It's a complete martial response. Intelligent deflection. Deep rooting. Gigantic defensive coverage. It doesn't try to stop violence. It redirects it, unbalances it, and sends it into nothingness. And as is often the case in Shotokan, true power doesn't come from brute force, but from the body's organization and its understanding. Understand Gedan Barai, and you'll understand how to turn defense into an immediate advantage. In the next episode, we'll leave the shield behind and draw the blade. Shuto Uchi. A slicing strike. Precise. Capable of cutting. An attack. A structure. Or an intention. In a single motion. The Shotokan autopsy continues. Train clean. Strike true. Os.